Something you're working on?
Things out of the south on the Dred Scott King family home in a remote spot in rural Alabama.
Shuffling the top table and shuffling management is useful because it gives a signal to investors that things are going to change. They've obviously brought in new talent, and that is a signal that there may be a different kind of trajectory in the future. But it doesn't solve automatically the problems of the company. The problems of the company are that its forecasts and its expenditure plans are no longer relevant for the current state of the market. So it's going to have to do a lot of restructuring and a lot of work. And it doesn't really matter who is at the head of the table. That work still has to be done. So changing the guard is a good first move, but it doesn't solve the problems that the company faces automatically. I think the problem with Peloton is that it's a great concept, it's a great product. There's no doubt that it has many loyal fans. But I think management just got very caught up in the growth that they had during the pandemic. And there was a degree of hubris in just saying, look, this growth is going to continue indefinitely. We're reshaping the market. We're changing how people work out. And it wasn't really true. And they needed to be a lot more humble and realistic about how things might reset once the pandemic started to fade. And of course, they've now come down to earth with a bump, and many of their subscriber projections, their revenue projections are just really off the charts in terms of how much they've been exaggerated. Unfortunately, the job losses are necessary to right-size Peloton and to make some savings, but it's not a reflection on any of those workers that are losing their jobs because, of course, they've just been caught up in the crossfire. And it is very unfortunate because the company employed them on the basis that it would keep growing, that it would keep adding many more subscribers and really propelling subscription and product revenue. Longer term, they then need to think about their strategy for growth, what that growth looks like, where they're going to get new subscribers from, if they're going to introduce new product lines. There almost needs to be a kind of strategic reevaluation of what the company would like to do. Now, within all of that, there is the possibility of a sale. A sale would give Peloton the benefit of being part of a much larger group, presumably one with a lot of assets and cash that could absorb some of these losses and help put the company back on track. The big question mark, of course, is who would want to buy Peloton and what would they want to do with it? But certainly a sale should be one of the things that management has on its agenda, because it would, if it was to a company with very deep pockets, solve a lot of these problems at a stroke, or at least give Peloton time to solve these problems.